وأيده بروح القدس يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعله داعيا إلى كتابك والقائم بدينك استخلفه في الأرض كما استخلفت الذين من قبله مكن له دينه الذي ارتديته له عبد العزيز. اللهم أعزه وعزز به وانتصر به وانصره نصرا عزيزا وافتح له فتحا يسيرا واجعل له من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. اللهم أظهر به دينك وسنة نبيك حتى لا يستخفي بشيء من الحق مخافة أحد من الخلق. اللهم إنا نرفع إليك في دولة كريمة تهذبه الإسلام وأهله وتذل بها النفاق وأهله وتجعلنا فيها من الدعاة إلى طاعتك والقادة إلى سبيلك وترزقنا بها كرامة الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم ما عرفتنا من الحق فحملناه وما قصرنا عنه فبلغناه. اللهم المم به شأسنا واشرب به سدنا وارفق به فقنا وكسر به قلتنا وعزز به ذلتنا وأغنى به آيلنا وقز به عن مغربنا واجبر به فخرنا وسد به خلتنا ويسر به أسرنا وبيس به وجوهنا وفك به أسرنا وانهج به طلبتنا وانجز به مواعيدنا واستجب به دعوتنا وآتنا به سؤلنا وبلغنا به من الدنيا والآخرة آمالنا وآتنا به فوق رغبتنا يا خير المسؤولين وأوصى الموتين. اشفى به صدورنا واذهب به غيظ قلوبنا واهدنا به لم يختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. وانصرنا به على عدوك وعدونا إله الحق آمين. اللهم إنا نشكو إليك فقد نبينا صلواتك عليه وآله وغيبة ولينا وكسرة عدونا وقلة عددنا وشدة الفتن بنا وتدهور الزمان علينا. فصل على محمد وآله وعنا على ذلك بفتح منك تؤجله وبزر تكشفه ونصر تعزه وسلطان حق تظهره ورحمة منك تجللناها وعافية منك تلبسناها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. دو چار منٹ انتظار کر رہے تھے لوگ. ہاں بالکل بالکل. مجھے آپ سے ایک دو باتیں پوچھنی ہے. اچھا. پہلی بات تو یہ ہے کہ کل میں نے کافی دیر بیٹھ کر کلر پہ تھا. آپ لوگوں نے بہت زیادہ خرچے یہاں بہت سارے لوگ. ٹھیک ہے. یہ آپ کو اپنا مجھے دے دیجیے. آپ کا کیلنڈر یہ ٹھیک ہے. یہ آپ کو 3:09 آپ کو دے دیجیے. اور آپ کا سن رائز 5:15 اس پہ ہے. آپ کی جو لوگ دیکھتے ہیں ٹھیک ہے. یہاں اس کو سن رائز 5:16 آ رہا ہے. ٹھیک ہے. تو سمجھ لیجیے 3:837 اگر آپ نے لینا 2-3 منٹ پہلے سے پہلے ختم کر دیتے. ٹھیک ہے. 3:09 کے بعد آ جائے گا. ختم ہو جائے گا. اس سے پہلے ختم. اس سے 2-3 منٹ پہلے احتیاطاً آپ نے دیکھیں. 1 گھنٹہ 20 منٹ اور مجھے وہ صحیح نہیں. بالکل غلط. بالکل غلط. کوئی ایسا نہیں. رفلی کہتے ہیں. خیر وہ تو بچوں آپ لوگوں کو معلوم نہیں تھا لہٰذا کر لیا. لیکن اگر ہمیں جیسے کچھ بیچ میں کچھ کیا شہری بس میں کچھ مسئلہ ہو جائے گا. ظاہر ہے اب آپ کو پتہ نہیں تھا مسئلہ. آپ کو دل بھی نہیں تھا. ٹھیک ہے. وہ ہو جائے گا. لیکن اب اس پہ مجھے آپ اپنا وہ دیجیے ای میل کا جو. اچھا اچھا ٹھیک ہے. اس میں آپ میں جعفری کا آپ کو دیکھنا. جعفریہ علی بھائی آپ جعفری کی بتا دیں گے. جعفریہ کینس پہ
تمام بورڈ ممبر سے چل جائے گی، پھر وہ آگے اس کو بھیج دیں گے. جعفریہ جعفریہ
ای میل ایڈریس کیا ہے؟
JOCT.org. ایک منٹ میں آپ کو بتاتا ہوں.
یار اس میں کہ سارے جعفریہ کے بورڈ آف ڈائریکٹر سے چلی جائیں گی، پھر وہ آگے کمیونٹی کو بھیجتے ہیں.
آج ہی اگر آپ ان سے ڈسکس کر لیں، اگر آپ کو اس میں سوال جواب کوئی تو مجھ سے پوچھ لیں.
نہیں وہ ان کو بھیجیں گے، وہ کر لیں گے.
تاکہ آج ہی بتا دیں کہ بھائی یہ کل سے جو ہے یہ 3:09 سے پہلے آپ نے ختم کرنا ہے. 3:07 کے جو ہے نا آپ کھانا ختم کرتے ہیں. بتائیے.
جی میں دیکھ
کل میں آج صبح جو ہے کافی عباس ایریا صاحب کے ساتھ لگا رہا اس کو. میں اپنی پہلے میں نے خود کیلکولیٹ کی، پھر اس سے کیلکولیٹ کروایا میں نے، تاکہ اگر کسی قسم کی کوئی غلطی نہ ہو.
اچھا کام ہو جائے گا. ہم لوگ کم از کم
آپ کا یہ میں پورے سال کا اسکیجول نکال دوں گا اس میں سے. ٹھیک ہے نا؟
تو اس میں اچھا ہو جائے گا، بڑا کام ہو جائے گا کہ جعفریہ کے لیے.
کہ خیر میں تیاری میں کچھ نہیں کہہ رہا، مجھے لگ رہا ہے کہ اس میں گارنٹی میں رکھتی ہوں.
جعفریہ سینٹر
جعفریہ سینٹر ایٹ JAAOCT.org. جعفریہ سینٹر ایٹ جعفریہ جعفریہ سینٹر
السلام علیکم.
سینٹر
کیسے ہیں بھائی؟
JAAOCT.org. اگر آپ بھیجیں گے تو یہ آپ کے بورڈ آف ڈائریکٹر تنویر بھائی سب کو چل جائے گی. اس میں اس کو نکال دیں گے، بتا دیں گے تو یہ آ جائے گا نا، تو اس کو کمیونٹی کو بھیج سکتے ہیں.
پھر میں بھیجا اگر آپ کے پاس آ گئی.
میرے پاس نہیں آئے گی کیونکہ میں بورڈ آف ڈائریکٹر والے ہیں، سب کے پاس آ گئی. لیکن اگر میں آپ کو اپنا بھی ای میل دے دوں، یہ بھیجے میں آپ کو دیتا ہوں.
بتائیے.
زی نایانٹک global
SBC Global. زی کرنا ہے.
It's a big rush.
زی.
So many people. Wallahi.
يا أيها الناس.
يا أيها No, this is not يا أيها الناس. يا أيها الذين آمنوا.
في القرآن يقول لك مو كل يا أيها الذين، يا أيها الناس، ولا حتى لو يا أيها الذين آمنوا.
How many times?
يا أيها الذين آمنوا منهم اليهود
People of
يقول يا
faith.
أيها الذين المسلمين والمؤمنين. حكم منهم. It's good you come. Oh, definitely.
I think people are going to
یہ
come.
جیسے کچھ ہے مسئلہ کہ یہاں سے بڑی جلدی ہوتی ہے. میں نے بھی ایک دفعہ نوٹ کیا کہ
Oh,
بہت دیر میں آنے سے پہلے 2 گھنٹے پہلے
2 گھنٹے پہلے سے.
جی بڑا عجیب سا لگا. میں کچھ عجیب سا لگ رہا ہے.
یہ یہاں کا جو نیٹ دیکھیں اس کی کیلکولیشن جو ہے وہ پورے نارتھ امریکہ میں جو سورج کے 17.7 ڈگری کے اوپر جانے والی اور اس کے بعد آپ اس کا فارمولا اس میں لیٹیٹیوڈ اس کا لانگسٹیوڈ اس کا ڈالتے ہیں اور اس کا جو ہے آپ کا جو ٹائم جو ہے جب یہ ساری چیزیں ڈالیں گے آپ کا ٹائم جو ہے -5 نیو یارک -5 ہے نا نیو یارک بات ہے -5 ڈالیں اور آپ کا چونکہ جو لانگٹیوڈ ہے وہ ویسٹ میں ہے اس کو مائنس کر کے اس کے بعد جو کیلکولیٹ کر کے دیا بالکل صحیح اصل میں یہ جو ہے وہ خاص ایریا صاحب انہوں نے بہت عرصے ریسرچ کی وہ مستقل کے ساتھ کانٹیکٹ میں تھے مہاراجا کے دفتر کے ساتھ آخر میں وہ کہہ رہے تھے کہ میرا انہوں نے پورا بنا کے بھیجا اب ان کے پاس ساری انفارمیشن اس لیے ہم جب صبح پوری کیلکولیٹ کرنے کے بعد میں نے صبح تقریباً ان سے 2 گھنٹہ میری کنورسیشن ہوئی میں نے ان کو بھیجا پہلے ٹائم ٹیبل کیا آپ ذرا چیک کر لیں اس کے بعد چیک کر کے انہوں نے آخر میں کہا کہ بہت ایزی اگر آپ کا یہ اشی کا کون سا 18 کا نہیں وہ تو بہت کچھ پہلے والے کمفرٹیبل السلام علیکم کیسی خیریت سے میں ان کو آئلینڈ بھیجا کہتے کہ میں اردو میں البتہ شاید آئلینڈ مشہور ہے پڑھ لیا اچھا ہو گیا میں نے بھی آپ کو ایک ای میل بھیجی ہے ٹائم ٹیبل مل گئی آپ کو حضر کا ٹائم آپ کو 3-9 پہ ہے وہاں پہ اس پہ ویب سائٹ پہ نہیں میں نے کیلکولیٹ کیا آپ کا جو آپ کا ابھی آپ کوئی سینٹر کو فالو کر رہے ہیں وہ غلط ہے بہت غلط ہے آپ کا یعنی آپ لوگ اس وقت جو ہے وہ اپنا سیر کرتے رہتے ہیں جب فائدے کا ٹائم ہو چکا ہے ٹھیک ہے اس کو خیال کرتے
موہین میں تشریف لے آئے خدا دے ممبر ہیں باواز بلند سلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
آپ اس کو آپ اس سے پہلے کل سے پہلے صبح بجے سے پہلے بھیج دیجیے ٹھیک ہے نا کیونکہ آپ کو احتیاط کرنا ضروری ہے ٹھیک ہے اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم پلیز سائڈ میں آپ سلام
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم الحمد للہ رب العالمین والصلاة والسلام على سید الانبیاء والمرسلین وعلى آلہ الطیبین الطاہرین سیما بقیت اللہ فی الارضین ولعنۃ اللہ علی اعدائہم اجمعین من الآن الی یوم الدین. Please recite aloud, Salam.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
أما بعد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتاب الحكيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Please recite aloud, Salam.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
In fact, my first segment was especially for the children, and they're not here yet. So I would rather ask you, if you have any question, you can ask me any question about Ahkam or about anything. You can ask that question, and then inshallah I will continue. As soon as I will feel that there are enough children, then I can start. As I mentioned, this morning I was mentioning to
Brother Salman, and I was also mentioning to other brother, that I was checking the time here as far as the Fajr time, and I realized that we are making lots of mistake here. Fajr time is way early than we are imagining. Fajr time right now in this area is 3:09. 3:09, it's a Fajr time, which means you have to finish your eating and drinking at least few minutes earlier as an ihtiyat. You have to finish at least by 3:05 or 3:07. 3:09 is the exact time. Okay. Again, 3:09 is today. It will go about 3:08 or 3:07. Maximum it will go 3:07 till December or June 22nd, and then it will going up. But then that's what it is right now. There is the big time, so please make sure spread the message to everyone, because now you know that up to now, okay, it was okay since you didn't know about that hukum, and you were misunderstanding that the fajr is something like 5:32 or 5:36, right? So that's not the case. The way we calculate fajr is like we calculate the fajr about 17.7 degree of the sun with the latitude and the longitude here, and also considering maghrib angle we calculate on 4.5. If you put all this information and your time zone, it will give you the exact timetable here. Okay, so do not follow New York. New York, their latitude is different. Okay, latitude is different. Even though I think I'm still surprised their calculation. Their calculation is also off. Exactly, it's not exactly. There are five standard, and I'm not sure which standard they're following right now. But definitely here, I not only calculated like few hours this calculation this morning, but then I forward that complete table to Sayyid Abbas area. He's expert in this area, okay? And he verified the timing here, okay? He was with me over the phone. I was messaging back and forth, and in the morning he finally verified that this is the time, okay? And he just recommended in the end that we need to do few minute ihtiyat before that, which means if 3:09 is the fajr time, you need to stop eating and drinking by 3:05 or 3:06, okay? So please, from tomorrow, follow that. Please recite aloud salawat.
Do you have any questions, July?
Yes, Mulana sir, the calculation that we have on our website of Jafaria, is that
Yeah, Manal says off.
we usually put in our area like I stay in Farmington,
Yeah.
so we put that.
What's the timing coming over there?
The imsak is at 3:06, and Fajr is at 3:25.
So again, there is no such thing in IMSAC. IMSAC, you do it by yourself, right? You say, okay, I'm going to take the 20 minutes break. But then, are you stopping at 3:06?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Then make sure do IMSAC on that time. Okay, if someone is doing IMSAC on 3:06, it's fine. Okay, but then your Fajr time is still Fajr time. You can do ihtiyat that you do Fajr on 3:26, but the actual Fajr time which I calculated is 3:09.
So it's just 2 or 3 minutes after imsak?
Yes. Well, this is a precise time, okay? This is a precise time. With this precise time, you don't need imsak. You just do ihtiyat for 2-3 minutes, right? This is a precise, because previously there was a confusion, because it's very hard. Normally, in the concept is there is a Fajr Sadiq and Fajr Kazib, okay? The way it is, when the night is completely dark, okay? At that time, when the sun comes, first time the light goes straight towards the sky, right? When this light it goes straight, this is Fajr is Kazib, okay? And when this start spreading, then it's become Fajr Sadiq. The true Fajr is this time, okay? This is the true Fajr time. So this true Fajr time right now, precisely. Okay, so previously, when we did not have this calculation, we were making mistake because there was a twin light in the cities. You go in a metropolitan city, there's too much light, you cannot see really which one is the Fajr Sadiq, right? But now the timings are precise with all these calculations and formulas, right? We do calculate by the time zone, with the latitude, the longitude, and like the angle of the sun. Like for the whole America, North America is 17.7, and with that, when we calculate, it give us a precise timing. So now you don't need to do imsak for 20 minutes. All you need to do just 2-3 minutes, and then that's it. So if someone was doing imsak based on the website, which is 306, that's fine. But then because I noticed that someone told me that no, what we are doing, we are following the Hui Center and just minusing 20 or 15 minutes. That's wrong because they are, according to them, it's like Fajr is 3:40 something, right? 3 something. They after 3:30. So please make sure that you do here 306, 307. Stop eating and drinking. Please recite aloud Salawat.
One more question. Could you please clarify the time of Maghrib as well?
Its Maghrib time is pretty much same. 8:50. I sent a table, complete table.
So it's not 12 minutes or 15 minutes after sunset?
No. Their timings are different based on different angles, okay? Maghrib, we basically calculate with 4.5 angle of the sun. So that's fine. Maghrib right now is coming up 8:50 as by my today, right? And right now you're almost same. 8:47. So we'll go with 8:50 now today, okay? So that's the timing. We'll just do Ehtiyat up to 8:50 instead of 4:46. So anyway, let's just start. Please recite aloud, sir. All right, so we're talking about this ayah, guys. I was waiting for you guys. So there is an ayah in Quran. It says, Ya ayyuhalladhina aman. Allah is addressing. Ya ayyuhalladhina aman. Kutiba alaykum as-siyam. He's informing us that the fasting has been prescribed for you. Kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. Like it has been prescribed for the people before you. La'allakum tattaqun. So yesterday I made this claim, and again I'm ready to listen to your question. I told you that Allah loves you. Honestly, believe me, Allah loves you more than mother. Okay? Now you're gonna ask, well, what kind of love is that? You know, Allah said Allah is saying that Ali, Hassan, I love you. But then you know what? Fast. Fast means what? Not drinking, not eating. Wake up early in the morning, praying in the morning. What kind of love is this? Okay, let me ask you this. You can sometimes feel the love by the behavior, right? Like you go to the doctor, and doctor will tell you that you know what? Okay, let me put two examples, and you will tell me which is more loving. You go to a doctor, and doctor is just like he's busy on his computer and table, and the nurse is over there coming over there. He says, "Get ready, I'm going to give you a shot. Get ready, I'm going to give you a shot." Okay, so that's one scenario. Okay, the second scenario. My dear, how are you? I'm going to give you a shot, but don't be afraid. It's only for, pain is a little bit, okay? It's going to be for just for a few minutes. And again, by the way, you're not alone. Because you see all these guys, they're sitting over there. Look at them, right? They already got shot. Okay? He says, doctor, no, you know, I'm not feeling well. He says, that's why I'm going to give you a shot. No, I'm too scared. He says, all right, All right, I'm gonna write down. If that's the case, I'll give you medicine. But then again, the shot will be there, right? Whenever you feel a little bit better, I'm gonna give you a shot. Who's a good doctor? The first one? Get ready, I'm gonna give you a shot. Or the second one? Huh? Second one or first one? Second one, come on. It's not a rocket science. You can tell that immediately, right? See the tone, right? You see the by the tone. Yes, go ahead.
Honestly, I prefer the first one
Getting over?
because the second one was kind of getting creepy.
No. Well, that's what you're thinking. No, honestly, look, there is like sometime. See, for you, you're a big one, right? Think about the little one. They're scared, right? I still remember my daughter when she used to go for the doctor. First time she had a bad experience, and every time she sees this white clothes and everything, she look at it and start crying. Wow! So we had like 4 people has to hold her for one shot. That was a problem. But then again, it's comforting, right? Look at the tone from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Okay, that's for you. You're weird. You can recite salawat. See, look at the tone. Look at the tone from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. See, it's very nice. It's not creepy. Look at that. Such a nice tone. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. Oh, you are the faithful one. Kutiba alaykumus sayam. This sayam, which may be like a shot, is been prescribed for you. But don't worry, you're not alone. Kama kutiba alaykum min kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum. Look, the same kind of thing has been happened with previously. Okay? Previously with you. And again, why I'm giving you shot? Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you all this siyam, fasting, la'allakum tattaqoon. So you get cured. Your soul will get cured, right? But then you're worrying, right? Oh my God, it will be painful. That immediately Allah is saying, Ayyam ma'adudat. It's only for a few days. And then he says, no, Allah, I'm married, I'm sick, I'm traveling. Then Allah immediately, see the nice tone Allah has. وَمَنْ كَانَ مِنْكُمْ مَرِيدًا. If someone is sick, or Allah suffering, or is traveling, fine. We'll write down, we'll give you the medicine. Later on, they will be shy. فَعِدَّةٌ مِّنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرٍ. Then what you can do, fine, if you're sick, no problem. No problem, my dear. You can do it later on. Okay? Other days. Or if you're traveling, because I'm traveling, it's old days, the traveling was a painful, still it is sometimes. Allah said, well, fine. If you're traveling, it's hard. I don't want to give you another hardship. If you're sick, I don't want to give you another hardship. Fine, you can do it later on. Okay? Look at the tone, right? Allah is prescribing fasting, but at the same time, Allah is so nice, so kind, He's saying it's only for it's only for few days. Not more than that. Not more than that. And it's for your cure, because it's for you, it's for your soul. Okay? It's for your soul. And again, not only that, وَالَّذِينَ يُطِيقُونَهُ, but then there are people, they can't even fast. Even in winter, they cannot fast. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I'm also giving you ahkam right now, right? Allah said that some people, they cannot have taqat. Fidyatun ta'amu miskin. For them, they have to give some fidya. There is other method. I'm going to give them only prescription. I'm not going to give them shot. Okay? The only what they do, they have to give fidya for masakin. وَإِن تَصُومُوا خَيْرًا لَكُمْ. If you will fast, it's good for you, my dear. It's good for you. Believe me, it's good for you. And I'm going to prove that. Okay? I'm going to prove that today. Today we're going to talk about the philosophy of fasting. Because sometimes we have this misunderstanding that these ibadat, they are hardship. That's really big. Look, sometimes you ask Ali or Hassan or Hussein, why you're not praying? Dad, Maulana, it's hard. Why it's hard? It's only for 2 minutes or 3 minutes deal. Maulana, it's hard. Why it's hard? It's boring. Why it's boring? You know it's boring. Why it's boring? Because you do not understand the benefit. If you understand the benefit, then you're not going to say that. Okay, let me ask you this. Is it hard? What about, like, the winter over here is harsh, right? Do you go in winter, you go to school sometime, right? Right? Is that harsher, or waking up in the Fajr for the fasting or prayer is harsher? Which one? No, which is harsher? Going out, right? You're in a warm house, you're like heating, cozy and everything, and now you have to come out. You have to, now some of the car you cannot turn the heater on, you have to go there. I still remember, right? When I came first time, I came into on the East Coast, and I remember that. I used to go outside and I said, oh my God, like 15 minutes I have to be first shivering with the cold, right? You guys feel that. And then you see that all of you are going to school, right? Why you're going to school?
My parents forced
Oh
me.
no, that was when you're child. When you grow up, then you go by yourself. Why do you go there then? No, okay, I understand. Right now, yeah, you have nothing. But when you grow up, you're going by yourself. You're the elder brothers and sisters, they're going by themselves, right? Why they're going by themselves? Because they see the benefit. They see the benefit, right? Okay, what about the elder, right? They're going out there like to earn money. Why they're doing it?
Because they need money.
No, because, yeah, that's right. Because they see benefit, right? So the humans are like that. Human, if they find out there is a benefit, right? Some people, they deliver the newspaper in the morning, right? They do.
Right.
Why do they do that? Because it's beneficial for them. See, they accept the hardship. For them, it's not a hardship. Why? Because there is a benefit. So the Hakim people are those people, they feel the benefit. Please recite aloud, son. Then you can ask, all right, well, Allah loves us. Okay, fine, I understand. But why was fasting? Why? Why the hardship one? What's the hardship? Why the hardship? Why? All right, let me give you this example. In this world, you get things through hardship. Have you seen butterfly? Butterfly? What was the name when butterflies is still developing? Cocoon, right? Well, let me tell you this story. Cocoons you call, right?
Right.
Okay. Let me tell you this story. David came from Mars, right? He came first time from another planet. He didn't know about this world. He came from there, and then he realized there was like a poor insect cocoon. He was trying to come out from the shell. He was trying to come out from the shell. He was struggling. Oh my God, let me come out, let me come out. He saw that one day. Then again, he feel that sorry for this little fellow. He said, "Oh my God, he's in trouble, right?" And the cocoon was the next day. He passed by and he saw the cocoon is doing the same thing. Oh my God, it's come out! Ooh, ooh! Same problem. Third day what he did? He brought a scissor. And cut the shell. Did he do right or wrong? Why not? Why not? Now you know that. That's why you're saying, no, he did wrong. What? He's not going to grow. So, what happened? Then David came back. He cut the shell. And what happened to the butterfly? Butterfly will not be able to fly at all. What did David do? He did love, or he did like this animosity with this poor fellow? Enemy. He was an enemy. All right. What did I say yesterday? If you remember, what we have to do in this second pregnancy, we have to develop our soul. Our soul need to get developed. Okay, our soul is like that cocoon that need to come out from the shell of this fasting. Okay, it has to develop itself. It has to go through this hardship. If you're gonna cut that shell of the fasting, this soul, when will come out from this world, is not gonna fly like the butterfly was not able to fly. Okay, because it will not have this strong willpower. It's not going to have the strong willpower. Not only spirit, about the body as well. Please recite aloud, sir. Not only that, this fasting is prescribed by who? Who prescribed the fasting for you? Who did it? Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is Allah? What's Allah's relationship with us? What's Allah's relationship with us?
He's our creator,
He's our creator. What you call creator? What's the other word for the creator?
maker,
Maker. What else? Designer.
designer.
Okay, the designer knows what's best for the product. Alright, who made this product? Apple. Okay, so if I need anything, I need to have this product work for the maximum, the best way. To whom I need to consult? Apple or HP? Apple. I need to say, Apple, can you please tell me this? I says, yeah, fine. What you do, go and load this new iOS, okay, the new operating system. Go and do that. Okay, by the way, can I take you to the shower? No, you're not allowed to take you to the shower. No, I want to do that. Why? That's my product. I want to do it. Why don't you do that, by the way? Huh? Why don't you take it to the shower? If someone, the young brother, you're going to take this to the shower or to the near to the, what you going to do? What you going to tell him? You don't have aql, right? Why you're doing that? Designers say do not do that, and you're taking this product in shower. Okay, what about that when designer said, look, I'm a designer, there's another designer, and there is a design, and the product is human. The designer said, look, you're not supposed to listen to music, otherwise it's going to harm you. Oh, I don't want to listen to the designer. Hey, what you were just few seconds ago, you were calling to the young brother and sister. What you were calling? They have a less intellect. Now what about those elder people now? Right? Designer. Remember this part. Designer knows what's best for the product. Okay? And who's our designer? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. See, the more and more the science will progress, they will find out everything what designers said was right. You know, these days there's a clip going on and it's viral. I don't know if you have seen it or not. The doctors, they're not Muslim. They're prescribing to their patient, to their heart patient, that you need to fast. You know that? Have you seen anyone saw that? If not, I'm going to forward that sometime to you, okay? I will forward that to you and you can forward it to these people, okay? Let me tell you what that means. They acknowledge today, and again, they are not the one who said this was. They are not the one who said this was. Who said it? Who said it? Designer. Okay. Okay, sometime if you do not have an access to the designer, to whom do you contact? Their technical support, right? Right? Who is the technical support for humans? Humans designers are Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is the technical support? Ahle Bayt. And it's a user manual. Quran is the user manual. Okay? So you open the user manual and contact with the technical support and says technical support, what's the benefit? The technical support said we already mentioned that. Okay? Look, I'm going to give these two of these prescription from the text which is written there 1400 years ago. Okay? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, Al-Mi'datu, your stomach, Baytu kulli da'in, is the house for all diseases. Your stomach is the house of all diseases. وَحَمِيَةُ رَاسُ كُلِّ دَاعٍ dawa. And preventing yourself is the medicine, is the medicine for all of them. Okay? Look, who said that? Who said that? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not only he said that, there is a poetry from Amir al-Mu'mineen, and you need to listen to that. Dawa'uka feedka. Dawa'uka. Dawa means medicine. Dawa'uka. Your medicine is in you. Wama tash'ur. But you do not know. Wada'uka minka. And your disease is from you. Wama tabsur. And you don't see. See, that's Amir al-Mu'mineen, right? That was Prophet Muhammad. Now look at the medicine. What medicine is discovering with the fasting these days, okay? And again, it's not only about the body. There is a process called autolysis. It's called autolysis. What it is, it's a process where basically energy, see, the human body works this way. Human body works this way. It's basically have the stomach, which is, if it's full all the time, the energy is here. It's trying to digest. But then sometime, if the stomach is empty, there is nothing, the energy gets diverted from the digestive system, it goes towards the immune system, and this process is called autolysis. What it does, because if you're still working and your body is looking for the energy, what it look is to start, because there is no energy is coming, so it's to start going for its saved energy, which is like fat and other thing, and try to break the cell over there, try to utilize the energy over there. And in that sense, now the medical science is proving it kills the first thing, all the tumors, and all the other bad cells, because they are not the real immune system. Your system is not supporting them. So the first one goes away are those tumors. That's why now the doctor, they are recommending these days that what you have to do, they're non-Muslim. They have nothing, they have no concept about this fasting. They says we discover that you have to at least 3 times a month what you do. 3 times a month, every month at least what you do. You prevent your body from food and drink. So when there is no food and when there is no drink, the autolysis will start, and it's not only start burning those tumors which is saved in your body, but what also they will do, they will start healing the body. Okay, this healing process is this, that when the body is fasting, the energy is diverted from the digestive system, and because of the lack, and it's going towards the metabolisms and the immune system. The healing process start instigated by the body's search for the energy source, and it's guided by the DNA, and everything is guided by the DNA is correct. So what they do, they get this energy and they start healing and making those proteins, so making all those cells recover. The fat, see what happening, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah was so kind. I started from here. Allah has the most love for you. Allah knew that what you're going to do, you're going to eat the junk food, okay? You're going to damage the system through fat and so many other things. You're not consuming properly. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala designed this system of the fasting, but then provided that there are conditions for that. It's not that what we do, our practice is wrong. We eat too much in the Sahar. We are so much afraid that we're going to be thirsty or hungry that we are overeating. And sometimes, same thing, what the mistake we are doing at the time of the fast, opening the fast, we are eating too much. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. Let your body feel hunger and thirst. Let your body feel hunger and thirst. Do not keep sleeping all day. Look, I'm talking about brothers and sisters. I'm talking about reality here. I'm giving you the Islam, which is Islam of Izzah. Okay, Islam is not the one which is a backward religion. Islam is the religion, the Islam of the Amirul Mu'mineen, Islam of Ali ibn Abi Talib is Islam of progress. Islam which basically help you in each and every area. So this is the love from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you this hardship. So you first of all, not only your soul grow, but your body stay healthy. That's why the people they're fasting, they're healthier than the other people. Please recite aloud, Salawat. And then there is a khutbah from Amirul Mu'mineen. I know, look, you have to sometime understand this technical because you yourself said that why this fasting is hard, praying is hard because you do not see the benefit. Okay? You do not see the benefit. That's why it's hard. Why going to school is easier for you because you're seeing the benefit. You're seeing that someone is getting degree, he's getting a job, he's getting a good house, he's more comfortable than other. So that force you to do that. The intellectual people, if they understand, you find that several people, the several elder in the community, now they realize that sugar causes harm. They don't have diabetes, but you consume sugar that much. Why? They're the wiser one. Okay? They're the wiser one. They don't consume the soft drink. Why? Because soft drink is nothing but damage for the body. Look, I'm frank. I know most of you may be consuming this thing and you say, Maulana, why are you just making our life harder? No, I'm making your life easier. Because you believe me, if someone will get cancer or all these diseases, diabetes, the life is harder, more harder. After diabetes, you cannot consume anything. After cancer, the life will be miserable. All this arthritis and all those things, that's like miserable. Look, I'm sitting in front of you, alhamdulillah, healthy. Why? Because I'm following this. Please recite aloud. Yes, it's true that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes as an exam give diseases, but then your responsibility is that you have to take care of your body. Okay, Amirul Mu'mineen said the majority of the people they die because of their sin, and then sin doesn't mean only that sin that where someone is lying or cheating. No, sin sometimes in this world, if someone is like not taking care of his body, that's a sin. That's another sin because in this kainat, your body is also your responsibility. It's not yours. Okay, it's Allah's. Okay. So sometimes we damage our body through bad practices. That's why the Som, the Sayam is the most important thing. Please recite it out, Salam. And again, there are several, that's not the only benefit. The other benefits are there. As I mentioned, the first thing I mentioned, look, why we are here in this world, to make our soul strong. To make our soul strong. Who's the enemy of our soul? What's the enemy of our soul? Our instincts. There is a fight going on between our instincts and between our soul and Saturn. I agree, Saturn is there. But Saturn, how the Saturn does? How Saturn works? You need to understand how Saturn works. Saturn is not something he's going to hold my hand and do something. He used my instincts in order to do something. For example, right? I am hungry. Saturn will come and he will say, look, you are hungry. Okay, you can eat that food. You can say, look, you're hungry, and this food is really tasty. He says, no, it's haram. Satan says, look, come on, it's tasty. It's tasty, but it's just a one bite. Who's looking at you? You ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah will forgive you. See, all Satan is doing is instigating your instincts. Your instincts are the main enemy of your soul. Your instinct of this, what you do in salat and sawm, it's a drill. Have you heard the boot camp? Who heard the boot camp? Boot camp. You heard the boot camp? What is boot camp? Like sometimes scouts they do, right? Sometimes the army people they do, right? What's the boot camp mean? What is boot camp? Girls, what's the boot camp? You know, sometimes army people, what they do, they take them for the boot camp, right? What they do over there? They wake up early, they're doing lots of exercises, like they're like all the time doing drill, they're preparing their body. What they're doing? What's they're doing? What's they're doing over there? They're training, they're tuning, right? They're tuning. So they're prepared. This Ramadan is a boot camp. It's a boot camp. Now you're thirsty, your instinct is there, you want to drink every time in a regular day, you're thirsty, what you do? Your hand is going over there, grabbing that soft drink and drinking, or the water and drinking. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provide this environment where basically what you're doing, you're controlling yourself. You have this control. Your spirit is helping you to control yourself. See, this is the benefit. This is the benefit. You need to understand this part. You are hungry. You want to eat something, but then you're controlling yourself. You mean your soul is controlling your instincts. That's a practice. Like what about I talk about the prayer. You're standing in a prayer, right? There, your friend is over there. You want to talk to him, but you already said Takbiratul Ihram. Now you're controlling yourself. You're saying, just standing like that, you're saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's hard, yes, little bit. Is it not a boot camp hard? Boot camp is hard. Everything is hard. But if you want to make your muscles, is it not hard? Is exercise easy or hard?
Hard.
Hard. But why do people do that? Why do people give their money and go and say, okay, here, $100, maybe the best the gym is, they have more money, right? They charge more money. So right? So you said, okay, here, $100 a month or like a $30 a month. I'm gonna come over here and I will put myself in trouble, right? That's what they do, right? What about this yoga people, right? Have you seen the yoga people? How do they sit? Like this. Right? Right? They're sitting, concentrating. What they're doing? They're giving money. Here, can you please take the money and please teach me this technique? What Allah is doing? Allah is giving you the same yoga every day. You stand up, Allahu Akbar. I want to scratch. Okay, a little bit you can scratch, but not like you're not jumping or doing anything, right? Allah is still helping you with this yoga of this salat. You're standing there, you're controlling yourself, you're concentrating. See, all these are the benefits you need to understand. You need to understand this part. Okay? You need to understand that these are the benefits. If you're not gonna learn this thing, then it's hard. It's hard. You need to understand. You have to build yourself. You have to build yourself. It's like, did you heard this quarantine thing? Let me tell you this story, okay? One time, Mullah Nasiruddin. You know Mullah Nasiruddin? You heard the joke from Mullah Nasiruddin? You didn't? The elder they did. Mullah Nasiruddin, right? You guys heard the joke. One time, Mullah Nasiruddin, he was there. He was going outside from his village. He saw there was like an empty grave. So he decided, so I'm going to take some rest. I'm going to do some rest in the empty grave. So he lay down over there. So Mullah Nasiruddin is laying down over there. Now, and he slept. He slept. While he was sleeping, there was a caravan. So you imagine the old days, right? Old days, for about 600, 700 years ago. He was sleeping in a grave, and then this caravan came. You know, caravan on those days used to have this donkey and like horses and cat, all this thing, and they have everything is like, all their stuff is on the back of the horses. They were coming back, and you know, when the caravan came, they have a noise and everything. So Mullah, he was sleeping over there. He was sleeping, and as soon as he heard the noise, he got fear. You heard the Mumkin Nakir, right? He thought Mumkin Nakirs are coming. So got scared and he stood up immediately. Now the caravan was passing by and he saw that someone came out from the grave. What happened? All these horses and all these, they ran away. And all their house, everything got like fell from there. So then these guys, first they got scared that, oh my God, like a dead guy became alive. And now they realize, oh, it's Mullah Nasiruddin. They came and they started hitting Mullah. They hit him hard. Now Mullah is all injured. He ran and came to home, right? So he was there in home and his wife asked him, Mullah, what happened? He says, you know what? I was tired, so I was taking a nap in the grave and this happened. And they basically, they hit me. So after a while, the wife asked, so Mullah, I heard that, tell me about the grave. Is it grave is really horrible? He says, no. As long as you're not going to make some horses stampede, scared, it's okay. So the same thing. The story, the message, the moral is that if you're taking care of your soul in this world, okay, if you're not damaging your soul, and you're taking care of your soul as per your designer, okay, as designer mentioned, that you have to do this thing because he is the one. He knows everything. Like you do everything, you blindly follow the designer, right? Right? Every time the Xbox, who made Xbox?
Bill Gates.
Microsoft, right? Bill Gates did nothing. I know him. I saw him. He didn't do nothing. He was just sitting in the office all the time. Although, yeah, he did it. I was just joking. So, yeah, Microsoft, right? Right? They did it. So, something wrong would happen, what you do? You immediately go to the Microsoft website, right? You immediately try to call them. Well, why don't you do that with the Quran and Allah and Prophet and Ahl Bayt? Anytime you see any problem, you have some depression, immediately go to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah, I am feeling a depression. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I have some problem. You know, believe me, everything is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is telling you exactly what to eat in order to stay healthy. Okay? If someone follows Allah's commands, he has a longer life. Allah is telling each and everything. Even like I was saying, like minute things, you have to do this, although we are not discussing those things. Please recite aloud, Salawat. Now I have 20 minutes if you have any question. I leave this time for your question and answer. Any question, ahkam, aqaid, anything related with this speech, not related with this speech, anything. Please recite aloud, Salawat.
I have a question.
Sure.
Could you please let us know when exactly the rosa becomes passive for us over here? Keeping in mind that Connecticut is a small state and we have small towns. We don't really have like a big city. So for instance, the place where I stay, I go out, say a mile, and I'm in another town. So does my qasr start from there?
Okay, so the question is about the qasr, right? Traveling. That's the hardest. These questions are always hardest and normally go by the people's perception, which they call in Arabic and Farsi urf. What's the urf is saying? The city in which you're living. If the people is talking about, oh, you're in the same city, although you're going out of the city limit, the people says, no, you're still, like their perception is, no, you live over there, right? You live over there. Like, let me give you this example. Like Houston is a metropolitan city. So someone is living in Sugarland. You ask him, where do you live? He says, well, I live in Sugarland. I live in Sugarland. But then he's not saying, he will come out here in this state. You will ask him, where do you live? He says, you're not going to say Sugarland because you don't know Sugarland. Yeah. So he will say, I live in Houston. Right? Someone is living in Richmond. He says, I live in Houston. Someone is living in like other areas. He says, I live in Houston. So this Houston is like a metropolitan. So although you're living in Sugarland, although you're living in Richmond, I don't know the names of this area, so I'm not taking the name of this area. I know the name over there. So even though you're living in Richmond or you're living in the other area, but the perception is that you're living in this major town, right? So that major town is your metropolitan. Okay? We don't have. If you don't have, then again, wherever the city limit will stop, and you do not say, okay, this is not, that's what it is, then 45 kilometer back and forth, that will be your travel.
And by city, would you mean my small town? Because the towns here are very small.
No, I don't think so. They will be counted as a city. You need to look for the bigger city.
County.
County. Let's go by county.
So my county would be, Hartford County.
Yeah, let's go by that. Because honestly, it doesn't make sense. Because, okay, see, you need to understand, this is, again, as I said, this is very hard. All the time people have confusion about these things. That's why I said, go by the perception of the people. You ask those people, where do you live? I live in Hartford County. Okay, that's fine. Okay? It's not county. What about tomorrow you call county as a city? It's like, this is the area, this is the metropolitan area you live. And you're regularly, frequently traveling between them. Its job is over there here. So actually, even though you're living here in this town, and you're going to, give me some name from the other city. Like New Haven, right? You're going over there. Again, that's like, you're not saying, okay, I'm going to another city. Okay, bye, Khuda Hafiz, I'm gonna see you. No, you're not doing all this thing. This is like your city, right? So within this big metropolitan area, if you're living, yes, you're still in a city. But now, when you're gonna go for New York, or somewhere else, which is like outside from this area, then if you, from the border, if you're traveling 45 kilometers back and forth, then you're traveling.
Can I just ask one more thing? Would this ruling be according to Sistani style, or do I have to do this according to my own thought?
See, you can refer to them. I'm giving you this mashhur, that famous one. The famous is this, right? They call Bilad Kuf, Bilad Kabir. Bilad Kabir mean the greater metropolitan, right? Well, where basically you have this living. We are not like we are not like a people living in a village and not coming out from the village. We are going out continuously, moving in this area. The area we are moving continuously, we should not go by this border, which is a small, okay, this is my city. No, come on. So if you're not going to be precise with when you ask the question from Maharaji, they haven't lived here, they don't know this area, they will give you answer based on your question, right? Living over here several years and experiencing this, I'm giving you this answer that, look, do not make your life harder. Otherwise, you'll not be able to fast any day. You'll not be able to pray any day, right? Because every day you're going out. That's one other thing. Now the new rulings from Ayatollah Sistani and Ayatollah Khamenei is even this, like if you, for your work, for example, for your work, you're going out there like at least 3 times a week or 10 times a month, and you're doing it continuously for 6 months. Now, on the way you're fasting, over there you're fasting, you're praying full. Now you're doing more than that. You're going all these places more than that, right? You're traveling more than that. More than three days a week. So definitely it's like your own area. So we should not take this. This is very hard. And even in the fiqh, when we study the fiqh, that this area is the hardest one, traveling. Any other question? Yes.
What are you supposed to do when you cannot make that the days from last Ramadan? The fast that you missed from last Ramadan.
For last Ramadan, right. You have to do qada. You have to do qada, but you have to do it before the next Ramadan. Okay? If you're not doing it, like for example, let me give you, if I understood your question. If I miss a fast in this month, right? In this year. So what I will do, as soon as Ramadan will finish, then I have to do qada. Now this qada is not like you have to do immediately. There is no time fixed, right? But you have to do it. You have to do it. Only the time is before the next Ramadan starts. Before the next Ramadan. If you are not going to do before the next Ramadan, then you have to do fidya. which is 750 gram food to a poor for each fast.
75 grams.
75 give 750 gram, 750 gram of the food for the to the poor person, which is called fidya.
But
Any other question?
But also we have to do the fasting too, like.
Yeah, you have to do qada still. You still have to do qada.
And what about people, they haven't fasted for a long time, they have not really kept the calendar, how many they've made?
They have to think by their mind, and but this is at least they have this many fast. At least they have to do it this way. In there, this is the relationship between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With honestly, they will think that at least this many month I did not fast, I have to fast. You have to fast. You have to fast.
And the fidya would be the same 750 grams.
Yes, per day. Okay, but that's one thing. Now there are so many other things. If you want, I can. If you do not have a question, I can explain the ahkam, all of the ahkam by myself. But if you have a question, I love to basically answer the question first. But then otherwise, if you have the qada fast, you cannot do mustahab fast. Period. You cannot do mustahab fast. If you have a qada fast on your shoulder, you cannot do mustahab. First finish your qada and then you do mustahab. Okay? It's not like salat. Salat, even your salat is qada, you can still do mustahab salat. But no, that's not the case for the fasting. Fasting, you have to do your qada fast completely and then you can do mustahab. So you can do like anytime there is a mustahab day, like for example 13th Rajab, 15th Shaban, 27th Rajab, there's a mustahab fast. You do over there your qada fast. Someone they are sick all the time. Like for example, some people they cannot fast this year and they cannot fast to the next year. So all they need to do, they have to keep the fidya for every day. Okay. Someone is opening his fast. There are 8 things as per Ayatollah Sistani, and for the other Maharaji, there are 9 things which make the fast invalid, void, batil. What are those things? Eating, drinking, and so many other things. A few things I cannot even explain. Okay, eating, drinking, intercourse. According to like for example, there are other things which is like for example, according to the Ayatollah Khamenei, someone is swimming and immersing his head into the water. That's not the case for Ayatollah Sistani. Ayatollah Sistani said it's makruh, but he's not saying. But Ayatollah Khamenei is saying that your fast is batil. Okay, if someone is doing these things intentionally, then, for example, intentionally someone is vomiting out, batil. Unintentionally you are vomiting out, no problem. Unintentionally someone basically ejaculating, something happening, someone is coming out, no, not batil. Intentionally someone is doing batil. Okay, someone intentionally breaking the fast, the punishment is severe. You have to do for one fast, you break intentionally 60 fast, which out of the 60, 30 ones need to be continuously. Okay? And if you break something with haram, okay, you have 3 choices. Either 60 days fast or, here it's or, okay? Or you feed for one fast 60 people, the same amount, 750 gram food, okay? Or the third one, to free a slave. The slaves are not there, so this portion is gone. So there are only 2 options right now. Either you fast 60 days or you basically give food for the 60 people. For one fast, if you intentionally break that fast, okay? Intentionally break that fast. But what if someone is intentionally breaking a fast with haram thing? Like for example, someone is intentionally breaking a fast with drinking water or soft drink. That's intentionally breaking a fast. He has to either do 60 fast or 60 people, feed 60 people. But someone is doing it haram thing, okay? Like for example, God forbid, someone is drinking alcohol while fasting. Now he is breaking his fast with illegal haram thing, Now all the punishment will combine. Now relationship, he has to do 60 fast plus, which means and 60 people to feed plus slave to free. There is no slave, so now you ask forgiveness from there. Understand? Intentionally. All these things which make salat so fast, batil, it's depend, are you doing it intentionally or unintentionally? Unintentionally, you do anything, you're eating, you're drinking, it's not going to make it batil. Okay? Any question?
For someone like how sick someone can be to be exempt from fasting.
Fasting. Okay. So if you feel that your life is in threat, okay, if your life is in threat, or the doctors, and you know this doctor, he understand, he's not just giving you just like, okay, no, yeah, it's good not to fast. No, no, no. Really, he think that you will be a damage. Okay, you will get a stroke, you will have some other problem, you will go fainted, something. So in that case, you cannot fast. But now, other thing you can still have. See, in Islam, Islam is not putting your life in danger. So what you do, you're fasting. You don't know. You're not sure that disease is going to harm you or not. You're fasting. Now, as soon as you realize you're getting fainted, you go drink water. That's it. Okay? Allah knows, right? It's allowed right now. Go drink water or eat food. Now you broke your fast, but that's allowed. That's allowed. So what you do qada, but it's not like as an intentional one. Okay?
Because a lot of people like they have excuse, they say, oh, I'm diabetic, I'm having kidney stone, this thing, that thing, and they stop fasting. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, some of the cases, like for example, really those stone, if really bothering them without the food, it's gonna hurt, then do not do it. The doctors and experts saying, no, it's definitely will cause harm, then it's not allowed. But then again, you're just iffy. You don't know, iffy. You're just on a mild diabetes and nothing. You can still fast it, then do it. But then again, you keep an eye on yourself, and if you feel that no, it's unbearable, you're fainting, you're dizzy, you go drink water. Okay, yes. Yes.
What if you were a pregnant woman? Do you have to fast?
Okay, the pregnant women the same way. The pregnant women sometimes they're like they require a proper food. Some of the doctors say the baby is too weak. You have to get the proper food. You cannot fast. Then they don't need to fast. But then what they have to do, they have to give this fidya. Okay, they have to give the fidya. The same thing with the breastfeeding mothers. Sometimes if that harm to the baby or for the mother, in that case, the Maharaja says you cannot fast. Again, that you need to be sure that it's gonna hurt you. Otherwise, there is a benefit for the fasting. I keep telling you. Okay, there's a benefit for the fasting. If maybe it's benefit you. Again, that spirituality will help the child. Okay, so if you know for sure no, it's going to harm you, then do not fast. And again, if you're not sure, you can fast. And in the middle, if you feel that there's not enough milk, or it's basically you're fainting or doing, immediately go and eat something or drink something. What else? Yes.
Some I speak Urdu, no problem.
What?
प्रॉब्लम ये है कि देखिए पाकिस्तान में ये बहुत ज्यादा होने लगा है कि लोगों के पास जिनके पास पैसा है वो क्या करते हैं कि खुद रोजे नहीं रखते और किसी को हायर कर लेते हैं गरीब आदमियों को और वो कहते हैं कि मैं मतलब वो कहता है कि 10,000 रुपए लूंगा और आपकी जो रोजे हैं वो मतलब रखूंगा तो इसका क्या है
एक तो जिंदगी में कोई आपके रोजे नहीं रख सकता जब तक आप जिंदा है उसके लिए आपको पहले खुदा ना खास्ता उस आदमी को पहले मरना पड़ेगा मरने के बाद किसी के रोजे रखे जा सकते हैं
क्योंकि ये मतलब मैंने कराची में देखा कि इस टाइप की मतलब सूरत हाल शुरू हो चुकी है लोग नमाजें पढ़वा रहे हैं और मतलब
देखिए कोई भी आपकी जो इबादत है आपकी जिंदगी में कोई आपकी जगह अंजाम नहीं दे सकता मरने के बाद यानी अगर फर्ज एक आदमी जिंदा है उसको सलात पढ़नी है उसकी कज़ा है ठीक है अब ये नहीं कर सकते भाई मैं तो नहीं पढ़ पाऊंगा हत्ता कि वो जिंदा है अभी और पढ़ भी नहीं सकता लेटा हुआ बिस्तर पे कोमा में है ठीक है अब बच्चे उससे कहें भाई अब हमारे वालिद तो पढ़ नहीं सकते इनकी जगह किसी और से पढ़ना अभी जिंदा है अभी नहीं पढ़वा सकते आप उसको जब वो मर जाएगा उसके बाद आप पढ़वाएंगे ठीक है जब वो मर जाएगा जब उसके रोजे रखवाएंगे जिंदगी में नहीं जो जिंदगी में कर रहे हैं वो अपने पैसे भी जाया कर रहे हैं और उनको लेना हाँ ये कहेंगे भाई ये लीजिए आपकी गोली हमें मार दीजिए उसके बाद जाके हमारे लिए रोजे रख लीजिएगा प्लीज वो एक अलग चीज है कोई और सवाल
सिवाय हज के हज जिंदगी में भी
हज हाँ हज में क्योंकि अगर फर्ज कर लीजिए उनमें इस्तेताअत नहीं है जाने के बाद उनका फिजिकल इस्तेताअत नहीं है उनमें तो फिर वो कोई और उनकी जगह नियाबत कर सकता है जी
At what age are children supposed to start fasting?
The girls nine qamri, and the boys that again that they're balu, right? Whenever they're baligh. I'm specifically not getting that age because these days now I'm noticing the foods over here, they are like getting baligh when they're 13, 13 and a half, 14, right? They're earlier, they're getting bulu. Bulu is the sign when they have to baligh. Okay, and you know the signs of the bulu. I can explain for the children separately. You need to know, like for example, I'll explain you later on. Okay, if there is, yes.
What about brushing teeth and perfume, use of perfume?
All right. So brushing teeth does not invalidate the fast. Okay, but if you're doing such a way that the water is going in your throat or this taste is going in your throat, no. Otherwise, brushing teeth doesn't invalidate the fast. Um, taking out, having shot, it doesn't invalidate your shot. Taking out the blood, although it's makruh, it's not invalidate your fast. Although it's not recommended. ये recommend नहीं किया जाता कि आप जो है कोई यानी उसके थोड़ा उर्दू में बोल दूं जबान ताकि कुछ लोगों को अगर वो नहीं है तो अगर मसलन क्या कहते हैं जो है बाज लोग जो है वो अपने ये जो वाइटामिन वगैरह के कोई ऐसे शॉट है वो मकरूह है उसको मना किया जाता है लेकिन अगर कोई आपको बीमारी से रिलेटेड शॉट्स हैं वो लगवा सकते हैं उसकी वजह से आपका रोजा बातिल नहीं होगा और बताइए कुछ सवाल है जी बेटा
What if you have allergy medicine? What if you have allergy medicine?
Allergy medicine. You're not supposed to take anything through throat. Okay? You're not supposed to. Okay? Like for example, yes, time is over, please recite aloud Salawat. Alright, just want to make sure that the people that came late, Fajr time here is 3:09. Fajr time in this area is 3:09. You have to eat or drink before that time. Okay?
मजालिस अल्लाह फस्ल शादा को मौला दी इंशाअल्लाह 19, 20 और 21 रमजान को होगी उसका टाइमिंग 7:30 पर है आप अल्लाह से शिरकत करवाएं 19, 20 और 21 को मजलिस शहादत इमाम अली यहीं पर मुनक़िद होगी सारे प्रोग्राम जो है
الملائكة يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن عليا أمير المؤمنين ولي الله أشهد أن عليا النبي